Well, hey guys, it's Viejo here, and we're in the third week of June in 2025. A beautiful day here to start on the central coast of California. Sun was out early, broke through the fog early today, earlier than usual, so we like that. It'll get a little bit warmer today, probably up into the mid to high 70s, but we'll take it. You know, it's not windy and it's not hot. Hey, what I've got for you today is a review that I've been meaning to do for quite a while, and what it is it's about this wall system that I've got going on over here. That's called the Inline Panel Wall Organizer System, and it's from Inline Fabrication. And this is just going to be a short review. It's not going to take very long. I'm just going to kind of talk briefly about the dimensions and so forth of that system. Not going to talk about the price. You can go to Inline Fabrication, look it up yourself. But we'll look at a couple of the accessories that are available from Inline that are designed to mate up with those panels. All right. Okay, we all know that the stuff from Dan over there at Inline Fabrication is top quality all the time. His gear is a little on the pricey side, but it's built to last. It definitely falls in the category of buy once, cry once, okay? And kind of same thing with these wall panels. I had pegboard back up there for a while, and after a while that pegboard starts wearing out and stuff, and I thought I got to do something better. And I started looking at his system, and I liked the looks of it, and so I went ahead, I bit the bullet and ordered, and I'm glad I did. This is a product that I highly recommend. You know, maybe you've already got a bench and you're not happy with what you've got as far as wall organization, or maybe you're getting ready to build a bench. Whatever the case may be, you're going to want some sort of wall storage stuff, I think anyway, to make your everyday tools handy, and this stuff works. Okay, it's just solid as anything else that comes out of Inline Fabrication. So let me take you on a little tour here. I've got some of this stuff on here. I'm going to take most of it off, okay, so that you can see the panel, and then I'll put the stuff back on later. Okay, so these are the panels. They come in various sizes, I think 16, 32, and 48. Anyway, these are the 48-inch ones. They measure about 9 inches in height, and I've got two of them there. The back of my bench is 22 inches from there up to the top, okay, and that's just a kind of a vertical piece of plywood back there. And so two of them fit nicely on there. Okay, my bottom one, I installed one of his rails. I've kind of got all the holes plugged up. I didn't probably really need that. But they sort of dovetail right into the system. They're made to fit onto the panels. So 48 inches. The mounting holes are 16 inches on center, so they're made to fit your studs. My back panel here to the bench was 48 inches, and I had to add a couple of holes to get them to fit. I had to add that one right there because the supplied hole, see how close it came to the edge right there? That wasn't going to work. So, I had to drill, but that was not a big deal. That was just to kind of make it custom fit to my backboard there, and that was fine. All right, so we'll talk a little bit about the features. Okay, the holes here, okay, are designed to fit your regular pegboard style hooks. I like to put those little stoppers in there. It kind of helps hold them a little tighter, but that's, obviously up to you. These are the hooks that Inline Fabrication makes. Okay, they appear to be 3D printed, or at least plastic injection molded or something, but they are plastic. Okay, but if you've got a collection of these already, like I did, you can just use those. Let's go ahead and talk about a couple of additions that Inline Fabrication offers as far as accessories for this. One of the accessories that he offers that I really like the best and use a lot is this right here. Okay, this holds my iPad. Okay, and it's just perfect, and it swings out of the way when you're not using it. Okay, that articulated arm gives you lots of, you know, positions where you can put that thing, and again, you can get it out of the way when you're not using it. And this guy sits out here very frequently when I'm out here loading and I'm watching you know, one of my other friends' YouTube channels or whatever is going on. Lots and lots and lots of holes there to mount stuff. There's the mounting for that. I like this tray. That holds my Bluetooth music player. Okay, so that's perfect. He's got a metal bin box, and being metal, you can hold stuff on there with magnets. Okay, we've got these brackets here that hold our acro type bins. You know, you get them from Inline or wherever you get them from. Those are handy. Okay, they pop right on, pop right off. Okay, I've got a couple of those set up on here at various locations. I've got another one up in there. And okay, this is the type of hardware that he supplies with his bits and pieces to attach to the panels. Okay, that's a 3/8 inch nut there. Okay, and a Phillips head machine screw. And their instructions tell you, you know, when you're going to mount something on there, that you start your nuts, okay, leave a little bit of a gap, stick them through the slots, and then kind of pull the accessory tight to, so that those nuts will grip against the back panel back there, and then go ahead and use your screwdriver to cinch them up. And that works pretty well. Here's one of the things that I like really a lot about this. Okay, these guys are the magnetic strips from Harbor Freight. They are very inexpensive, and the holes that are pre-drilled in the Harbor Freight product fit exactly into the holes here because they're 16-inch centers, so they fit perfectly. And I've got two of them up there because these guys then hold my commonly used wrenches and other tools up there just like that. Okay, very, very handy. Okay, that's a very useful concept for these guys. Of course, you could do that with regular pegboard or anything else too, but I like it that the holes lined up just right. And my Harbor Freight magnetic strips, I've got 4 or 5 of these things bolted onto the panels. I just use a washer to stick a note. Maybe you've got a post-it note or a sticky note or something you want to stick on there temporarily. Okay, very handy. And, another Harbor Freight goodie, inexpensive, that works well with this system is this magnetic tray. Because being magnetic, okay, it just sticks right on there, and you can put that thing wherever you want, up high, down low, okay, wherever you want it. You know, we got some extra tool holes right there if you want to put a couple screwdrivers in there. Okay, so that's very, very handy too. Again, that metal background here is really handy for sticking stuff on there. All right, guys, there it is with a lot of my stuff mounted back up on there. Okay, I found the system really helpful for keeping my stuff organized, and right there handy, stuff that I use virtually every time I sit down at the bench to do some loading. So just something for you to think about, you know, thought I'd show you. Okay, there you go. Just a kind of a quick review again. It's a product that I support and recommend, even though it's a little expensive, but you're only going to buy it one time and it's going to last. I've really not regretted a penny of the money that I spent on that system. It's very, very handy for me anyway. So I thought you guys might like to take a look at it. You know, maybe you've been thinking about it and wanted a closer look. So there it is. I think that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed that and got something out of it. But from the Viejo bench, for now, that's all she wrote.